In today's video, I'll teach you how to crochet a curl that will also be the tail of our beautiful pig here and also the feet of this amigurumi. But if you're new here in the channel, I am Bianca from Crocheting, and this tutorial is part of a series of videos here called Amigurumi Academy. This is basically a free amigurumi course designed just for you, even if you have never grabbed a crochet hook before in your life. If this is the first video of the series that you're watching, just so you know, I'll leave the link in the description so you can follow all the other parts of the amigurumi, all the techniques that I teach with this amigurumi, because you can learn how to sew different sewing techniques, how to embroider, how to make accessories. So there are lots of tips and tricks to learn with this amigurumi here, and it's all free. So if I were you, I wouldn't miss these tutorials. And just so you know, with this amigurumi here, I taught many different amigurumi shapes, like we crocheted a round shape like a ball for the hat, a triangle for the ears, an oval shape for the muzzle. I taught how to crochet the arms, and I also teach how to crochet this curl here that in this case was used for the tail of the amigurumi, but it can be used for many different purposes, like my beautiful doll here. This doll is called Betty the Witch, and I love this amigurumi. You can see that she has like a straight hair here on the top in her head, but she also has some curls at the bottom. So the technique to make these curls in my doll is the same that I used to crochet the tail of the pig. And last but not least, in this series of videos, I also teach how to crochet the feet, of course, but this one has a different shape and I explain it very detailed in the other video that I'll leave somewhere here so you can watch later in case you haven't seen it already. So that's why I'm telling you that it's actually an amigurumi course, because you can learn so many different things for free, and I am sure that you will love it. So let's get it started. So now let's crochet the foot of our pig together. I know it looks a bit confusing when we see like all these parts loose like this, but don't worry because we will get there. So we start with 6 single crochets inside the magic ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have 6 single crochets inside the magic ring. Pull the thread to close it. And this is our round number 1. Round 2, we make 6 increases. Insert the crochet hook in the first stitch. And we make 1 increase. As always, mark with the stitch marker. Second increase. Third increase. Fourth increase. Fifth increase, and the last one. You see that this time it opened a lot my magic ring. So what should you do? Just pull the thread from the magic ring to close it, because we want it looking like this. We don't want this hole, this gap in the middle. And that's it. You close it, and now we move on to round number 3. Round number 3, we will make 3 increases. So let's do the first increase here. First increase. Mark with the stitch marker the first stitch of the increase. Second increase. This will be a
a different shape, okay? We learned a few shapes here. We created the triangle for the ears. We created like the round shape, of course, for the head, the oval shape for the muzzle. And now the shape will be a little bit different because I want to create this effect here, as if the pig is sitting. And so I want this curve, okay? You'll learn this shape now. So I did the first, second increase and the third increase. This will not be a round. This will not be a circle, not a round shape. So I have 3 increases here. Let me focus, okay? So I have 3 increases, and now you just make single crochet to complete the round. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so we did 3 increases and 9 single crochets in round number 3, and we end this round with 15 single crochets. In the next round, round number 4, you just repeat the sequence and you make 15 single crochets. So let me mark the first stitch here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and the last one, 15 single crochets. Okay, so we finished our round number 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Round number 5, we will do it again. Okay, so I'll keep crocheting here and I will come back. Just remember that in the next round you just have to repeat the sequence and make 15 single crochets. So I will keep crocheting and I will come back when I finish this round. So I finished. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds. Okay, in the next round, let me remove the stitch marker. We will make 3 decreases. Okay, remember that here in round number 3 we did 3 increases. So now we will do the decreases on top of these increases. So first decrease and mark with the stitch marker. Second decrease, third increase. And now you just make 9 single crochets to finish this round. And this will be the last round. This is a very small crochet piece. Okay, so I finished. I did the last stitch of the round. You see that we created the curve here exactly as I wanted to. Leave a long thread because we will sew it. And this is part of the next lessons in this course, this free course. Remove the stitch marker. Pull the thread like this so you won't lose the last stitch that you did. The remaining thread from the magic circle you can put inside the amigurumi. This is what I usually do. You can just leave it there. We are still going to stuff it. Looks weird like this, I know. With only pins. Let me take one pin here so you can see how it looks. But you can see that it's getting really cute, right? I'm in love with this pig. And the last part, now we are going to crochet the last part of this amigurumi, which is the tail. And for the tail, we will start with the chain, okay? So you tie a slip knot. This is usually, remember that I taught you how to tie the slip knot with the muzzle when we were crocheting the oval shape. So again, you do a slip knot, okay? Adjust this loop in the crochet hook like this, and we will make chains, okay? You just wrap the yarn in the crochet hook and pass it inside the chain like this, okay? So we already have 1, 2, 3, 4 chains here. We'll make 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we make 15 chains, okay? Don't worry if in the beginning your chains are not even. I won't say that the chains are exactly the same, but they are very, very similar, almost the same size. And I know that in the beginning it can be hard to get the chains to be that even. So don't worry about it, okay? The goal with this free course here is for you to learn how to crochet all the different shapes, learn how to sew it. After you crochet your first pig, if that's your first amigurumi, of course, after you crochet your first pig, be proud of your progress, of everything that you learned, and try to do it again to compare the first with the second and the third pig, if that's what you want to do, because you see that there will be lots of progress. And I'm telling you this because I have seen a person that wanted to start crocheting. I always tell this story here in the channel, and she wanted to start with the chains. She spent weeks trying to do perfect chains, and they were not even, and she gave up crocheting because she was trying to reach perfection in her first attempt of grabbing a crochet hook, in her first attempt of doing chains. If that's your case, if that's your first time, I'm sorry, I'm getting excited, but if that's your first attempt, don't do that to yourself. Just crochet the chains. If they're not perfect, it's part of the process, okay? So moving on to the pattern. When we are crocheting with chains here, I taught you with the muzzle, but I'll say it again. We always start from the second chain from the hook. And let me focus it here, my camera, so I can show it to you better. This is a loop that in my crochet hook, okay? This is the first chain. You see that this is the first chain from the hook, and this is the second. We always start here in the second, because if we insert the crochet hook here in the first one, look what happens. The yarn is here, it enters the loop, and you simply lose a chain. I will do it again. I insert the crochet hook here. You see where is the yarn? If I pull it, I lose my chain. So that's why we always start from the second chain, okay? And you make one single crochet. So we had 15 chains. You start from the second chain, from the hook. Usually written patterns are written like this. Start with, 20 chains, and from the second chain from the hook, do this, do that, okay? So to create the curl, because the tail of the pig will be a curl, what we have to do is, the curls can have different shapes if you do increases, like 2 single crochets in the same chain, or if you crochet 3 increases, like 3 stitches in the same chain. For the pig, and I want to do something different with you, to teach you something different, we'll make 3 single crochets inside each chain. So you insert the crochet hook here, I'm so sorry, let me focus. Better. You insert the crochet hook here and you make 1, 2, 3 chains. The following chain, 1, 2, 3 chains. That's what you have to do. 1, 2, 3 chains. You see that it starts to make a curve already. Just keep making 3 single crochets in each chain. I will keep doing it and I will come back when I finish it. So I finished the tail and it looks very weird. I know, it looks weird. Let's cut a long piece of thread, remember that. And now we will organize this thing that looks really weird. It will make a curl like this. So you just do this. Look how cute it is. Just organize it a little bit with your hands. Make the curl. You can make it if you twist it, if you twist it a little bit more, you see I have 5. If you twist it less, 4. If you twist it even less, you have 3 curls. So it all depends on what you want. Maybe you want it smaller, so you leave it like this. Sorry, there is a strand of hair. If you want it smaller, you can leave it like this with 3. If you want it like a little bigger, you can twist it. You have 4 or 5. I don't know if it will make more than this. Oh, it can. So twist it and you have more curls. Go back and it will be like this. I want like 3 or 4. I don't want more than this. So I will leave my tail like this. And we will learn how to sew it in our amigurumi. And for now, that's it. I am super happy with this amigurumi. We learned how to crochet triangles for the ears. We learned the oval shape for the muzzle, the ball, which was the first class. We learned the arms and how to close the amigurumi part here. We learned a different shape for the feet. We learned how to make the body and also the curls to make the tail. If you want to keep learning how to crochet this beautiful amigurumi pig, just click the next video.